Hello guys, it's me, Alan, today, and we're going to be doing an audiobook of Diary of a Wimpy Kid Wrecking Ball. So here we go. To Scooter. Sunday. March Sunday. I read that in ancient times they used to bury kings and pharaohs with all their possessions. Back then, I guess they thought you can take your things with you in the afterlife. Well, if I get buried with all my junk, I might really regret it later on. Mom's having me do some spring cleaning to get rid of things. I don't need, getting rid of things I don't need. Well, that seems like a good idea until I realize how much stuff I actually got. I spent the whole morning going through my closet, and it's crazy how much was packed in there. And it's not like it was organized or anything. I've basically been throwing things in my closet since we first moved in. Digging through my closet was like going through my childhood, and the farther back I went, the further back in time it took me. The stuff near the front of the closet was all junk I tossed in there for the past year, like homework assignments and comic books. But after I got those things out of the way, I started finding stuff I forgot about. I found a model rocket I got for my 10th birthday, and a costume I wore for Halloween a few years ago. There's a bunch of other things I didn't even know I still had. When I dug a little deeper, I found something I thought I lost years ago. It was a binder filled with stickers I've collected in 3rd grade.
Can I read now? I used to be obsessed with stickers, especially the scratch and sniff kind. I collected all the good smells like bubblegum and cotton candy and that sort of thing, but I had all the really gross ones too.
So when a kid on my street wanted to know what giraffe poop or rotten meatloaf smelled like, they'd come to me.
One of these days, I'm gonna write my autobiography, and it includes scratch and sniff stickers to mark all the different moments in my life.
And then when I realized I had stepped in dog poop, scratch here.
Wait.
I kept digging through my closet and found stuff from kindergarten, like a fish I made by tracing my hands on a piece of construction paper. I used to love doing arts and crafts back then, and if anyone ever tried bullying me about it, they'd get a face full of glitter. Another project I found in my closet was a gift I made for Mom in preschool but never gave it to her. It was a paper flower with a picture of my face in the middle, glued to a popsicle stick. Well, I made a thing. I put it in a little clay pot filled with dirt, but I tripped over the front step when I got home from that day, and that's why I never gave it to her. I was glad when I finally reached the back of the closet, but to be honest, I was a little bit disappointed too. When I was younger, I read this book about those kids who visit a whole different world, by going through their closets, and I wondered if I might be able to do the same thing with mine. But I thought that whoever lived on the other side might not be too happy with me for tossing all my junk there over the years. Well, I told Mom I was done emptying my closet today. She said I need to put everything into 3 piles. One to keep, one to donate, and one to throw away. But I figured if I had to let go of any of my junk, I might as well make some money off of it. So I decided to have a yard sale. Mom thought that was a great idea, so she gave me a magazine that had all the sorts of tips for how to do it right. Okay. Family Frolic throw an epic yard sale. 50 hot tips and tricks. Books, toys, and amazing people.
All the ideas in the magazines were corny and old-fashioned thoughts. There was one section on how to create a sign to get people to come your yard sale, and all the examples showed were really boring.
I knew that if I wanted people to actually show up at my yard sale, I needed to do something a little more eye-catching. So I whipped up a sign I knew would do the trick. $100 bill found on sidewalk. Please come to 1 Surrey Street to claim your property. I made a few copies of my sign and handed it out to post them around the neighborhood, but Mom stopped me before I could get to the front door. Mom made me make signs that were more like one of the magazines. After I was finished, I stapled them to telephone poles on our street. Then I held everything down from my bedroom and started settling it all down on some plastic tables. Each table had its own category, like clothes and books and that kind of things. But some stuff wasn't easy to categorize, so I thought I had to get creative.
I had a bunch of gifts from my grandparents and old relatives that I never even touched. So I put all those things together on one table.
Great gifts for your grandkids. I also had a bunch of birthday cards that was still in pretty good shape, so I used some whiteout to cover my name and set them up on their own table.
I put all my
pre-written birthday cards. Just add money to terrific grandson happy birthday. Hip hip hooray.
I put all my broken toys on another table and hoped some little kids who couldn't read would come to my yard sale.
Funny toys. You break it, you buy it. Oh yeah, everyone says. You break it, you pay for it. I stuffed all my random items like marbles and a few plastic stubs into some tube socks and thumbtacked them to the table. Mystery socks. Once inside, dollars, rings, coins, necklaces, a diamond. What is in there?
I also created a table full of things for people who had money to burn.
Rare items, serious buyers only. Vampire bat shield, versatility lotion, trouble remover.
I put all my old art and crafts projects on their own table just in case some kids needed a gift for their parents, but they don't want to put in the time.
Quality arts and crafts. Yeah. When I was finishing up, Mom came outside to check on the yard, and she seemed pretty impressed. But instead, I'd hold on to the things I had in herself, since stuff is really special. I told Mom if she wanted something, she could buy it herself. So she offered me $3 for a paper I made for school. That was a pretty eager type of thing. Until it's more worth than $3, then I told $2 for 10.
I guess I pushed my luck through because she went back inside without buying anything.
While I was waiting for customers to show up, I started getting a little nervous. I realized all my stuff was just laying out in the open, and I know way to stop people from stealing it. I called my best friend, Riley Jefferson, and asked him out and come down and be my theft protection officer, aka TPO.
But Rowley said that he was supposed to do something with his dad this afternoon, so he couldn't help me with the yard sale. I told him I'd promote him to thief prevention manager, and he'd even get to wear a badge. Luckily, that did the trick.
As soon as Rowley got to my house, he started asking about the badge. All I could find was my old firefighter costume, but that seemed to make him feel important. Rowley asked what he was supposed to do, and as the theft protection manager, and I said mostly his background and crack his knuckles. Make sure that nobody gets any funny ideas. But Rowley wasn't paying attention to my instruction because she was distracted by a table that had a bunch of birthday gifts he got me over years ago. I'm pretty sure Rowley's mom picked out my presents, since they were always to help you learn, and they're still in mint condition. I haven't actually opened any of them. Science lab. It's more fun for bright young minds.
I don't know what made Rowley matter, but the fact that I was selling this stuff or the sign I put on the table. Rowley said I couldn't sell those things because they were gifts. I told him they were mine, so I could do whatever I wanted with them. And we got into a big tug of war over here of them measured fun set.
Okay, that's all for the audiobook. See you next time. Bye.